Hi, I'm Scott Humphrey, CEO of the World Floor Covering Association, and this is our final week of leadership by the letter. We end with the letter Z, and the word is zeal. Here's a definition for you. Great energy or enthusiasm in pursuit of a cause or an objective. Great energy or enthusiasm in pursuit of a cause or an objective. And let me give you another word that is closely tied to that, the word zealous. And the word zealous means one marked by fervent passion for a person, a cause, or an ideal. Let me tell you something. Leadership has been our focus for 52 weeks. But if you simply listen to me as I talk about leadership, if you listen to the inspirational stories shared along the way, but you don't apply that to your life, then you're not zealous in your pursuit of leadership. See, the word zeal to me is defined as passion plus action. I know a lot of leaders that are passionate about certain topics, but they never do anything about it. Zeal is not a word that is static. It is a word that implies action. And what I want to do with you today as we finish our time together is tell you some things that you as a leader should be zealous for. Number one, be zealous for what is right. I know a lot of times we are tempted to make the decision that is most popular, or to go along with the flow, or to be a part of what we call groupthink. But as a leader, that's not what you're called to do. You have been given this responsibility, this opportunity, and this right to do the right thing. And I challenge you to do that. Number two, be zealous for what really matters. You have limited time in your day. You can't act on everything you believe in. But if you focus on what really matters, what will have the greatest impact, then your zeal will be focused in the right direction, and you will bear fruit from that. Number three, be zealous in your pursuit of greatness. Never give up on it. Don't be static in your pursuit of being the best leader you can be, but constantly invest in yourself and challenge yourself to do and to be more. Celebrate those temporary wins, but never give up on the pursuit. Once you give up on the pursuit of being a great leader, you begin the process of being an average leader. And that's not why you have spent 52 weeks of your life in pursuit of this process. Number four, be zealous for what burns within you. I said you've only got limited time, and I think we all agree with that. But then where do I spend my time? Many of you have something that burns inside of you. You mention it to some of your closest friends, and it consumes you. You think about it when you're alone. That something may be the something you're supposed to do with your life. You've been given this position of influence. Now what do you do with it? Richard Westerfield was an investment banker at J.P. Morgan. On the side, because he had a background and had studied conducting, he would go and work with the New York Philharmonic and was kind of a backup conductor. And then it happened. One day he was called on to step in because the European conductor, a famous name, fell ill. And Richard Westerfield stepped in for 5 performances and literally changed his life. The reviews were amazing. Why? Because the thing he was zealous for, the thing he was passionate about, he was now able to do. In the quietness of your own heart, what are you passionate about? What really matters to you? That's where you need to use your zeal. Finally, be zealous for that which does the greatest good. You've heard me say for a year that your greatest good will be accomplished by impacting the lives of others. Where you do the greatest good is where you're doing something to make yourself better and challenging those around you to do likewise. Zeal is contagious. When you're passionate about something, you don't have to ask people if they notice it. It's evident in the way you lead. 52 weeks and 52 words I've challenged you to implement in your life. I want you to simmer on them. I want you to meditate on them and act on them each for 1 week. Go through this process again, and this time put action to your knowledge. Your impact, your leadership, and yes, indeed, your life will be unrecognizable if you do. So one last time, let me challenge you. Do what you do with zeal. Be zealous for what is right, for what really matters, for pursuit of greatness. Be zealous for what burns within you, and be zealous for that which does the greatest good. And then go out there and lead.